In this video, we are going to discuss about that what ethers are reacting with Hi or HBr. That too, that Hi or HBr, we have taken that what anhydrous condition or concentrated conditions. Why ethers are reacting with only Hi, HBr means we know that Hi is what more reactive than that what HBr, which is more reactive than HCl and HF, because here the Hi is the very strong acid. Why Hi is a very strong acid means because hydrogen iodine bond length is what more. When bond length is more, bond energy will be what less. So therefore this Hi is releasing H plus ions is very easy. So therefore it is called as what? And strong acid. Strong acid means they are releasing H plus ions are what? Very easily. So therefore Hi or HBr only will react with ethers. HCl, HF, they won't react with what? Ethers. While these acids are reacting with ethers, compulsorily what will be happen? Carbon oxygen bond is going to be what? Cleavage. That means when we are taking the ethers, now this is the ROR, carbon oxygen bond. Whenever ethers are reacting with Hi, the carbon oxygen bond cleavage is going to be what taken place. Okay, that is tip number 1. Next, what is the tip number 2? This is the mechanism of this ethers are reacting with Hi. They may follow either SN1 mechanism or SN2 mechanism. Now what is the mechanism of this reaction? For suppose if we are taking SN1 reaction, now RO CH3 CH3 CH3. Now whenever it is reacting with Hi, then what products are going to be what formed? Here two products are going to be what formed. Here they given concentrated Hi or anhydrous Hi upon heating. Then reactions are faster at that heating. Now what happened here? How this A and B is formed? Now step number 1. First Hi is converting into what? H plus I minus. This is simple step. Now this oxygen is containing 2 lone pairs. So now this oxygen is giving the electrons to this H plus. Okay. Then what we are going to get? Protonated ethers we are going to get. Now CH3, CH3, CH3. Oxygen is donating the electrons to hydrogen. So therefore oxygen will get the positive charge. Oxygen will get the positive charge. Whenever the reaction is undergoing SN1 mechanism means, what is the SN1 mechanism? Step number 1, formation of carbocation is going to be what formed. Now it follows SN1 mechanism. SN1 mechanism is formation of carbocation. Now this oxygen is having positive charge, so highly unstable. So therefore this oxygen is taking the electron from this carbon. Then we are going to get alcohol plus and 3 degree carbocation is formed. We are going to get and 3 degree carbocation. Now this is the 3 degree carbocation. This is the step number 1, SN1 mechanism, formation of carbocation. Next, what is the second step? Attacking of nucleophile. Now here what is the nucleophile? I minus is the nucleophile. Now this nucleophile is attacking this carbocation. Then we are going to get that what? And 3 degree alkyl halide we are going to get. We are going to get 3 degree alkyl halide. This is the mechanism of this reaction. So what is the A? Here A is called as a what? Alcohol. What is the B? Here B is called as a what? 3 degree alkyl iodide. That is tertiary butyl iodide we are going to get. Now this is, if oxygen is attached with one of the carbon is 3 degree, then it is follows SN1 mechanism. Oxygen is connected with 3 degree carbon, it will follows generally SN1 mechanism. Next, for suppose what is SN2 mechanism? Now this is CH3 O CH3. Now whenever it is reacting with what? HI. 1 mole of HI or 1 equivalence of HI. Now what are the products are going to be what formed? Next here what? First step H plus I minus. Now H plus is the electron deficient compound. This is the electron rich one. So oxygen is giving the electrons to H plus. Now we are going to get that what? And protonated ethers. Step number 1. Formation of protonated ethers. Formation of protonated ethers. This is the step number 1. Ethers are reacting with the proton, that is H plus. Then we are going to get protonated ether. This is the step number 1. Step number 2. Attacking of nucleophile. Here what is a nucleophile? I minus is the nucleophile. Now this nucleophile attacking this carbon from the back side, then this oxygen is taking the electron from this front side. Oxygen is having the positive charge means unstable. So therefore this oxygen taking the electron from this carbon or this carbon, any carbon, because both carbons are same. Oxygen is taking the electron from this carbon means this carbon will have that what? Partial positive. So therefore iodine is attacking this carbon. Then we are going to get that what? N methyl iodide plus methyl alcohol. Methyl iodide plus methyl alcohol is formed. And this is the products. For suppose the same compound is reacting with 2 moles of HI. The same compound is reacting with excess of HI. There are 2 equivalents of HI. Okay, now first it is reacting with 1 mole of HI. We are going to get that what? 1 mole of HI means we are going to get methyl iodide, methyl alcohol. Now again this methyl alcohol is reacting with 1 more HI. It is reacting with 1 more HI. There is elimination of water. Then we are going to get that what? Methyl iodide. If it is reacting with excess amount of HI means both the products are alkyl iodide. Reacting with 1 mole of HI means one product is alkyl iodide, another product is alcohol. That is the difference. Reaction with 1 equivalence, reaction with 2 equivalents are excess. Okay, this is. So reaction with excess means both the products are iodides. Okay, this is the mechanism. Now see some more steps. Now whenever ethers are reacting with excess amount of HI, we are going to get both the products are alkyl iodide plus water. Now see, now this is the trick number 1. Whenever the halogen goes with what? Always smaller alkyl group. That is iodide or bromide, they always goes with a smaller alkyl group. Now one of the oxygen is connected with 3 degree carbon, then it is follows an SN1 mechanism. Next another one is one of the alkyl group is 3 degree or 2 degree or allylic or benzylic, they always follows SN1 mechanism. 3 degree or 2 degree or allylic or benzylic, they follows SN1 mechanism. Next, once the phenols are not reacting with what? HI or HBr. They won't react with HI or HBr. Why they won't react with HI or HBr means Now this phenol does not undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction because carbon oxygen bond is very strong bond, and on partial double bond is present between carbon and oxygen. So therefore breakage of this bond is difficulty. So no nucleophilic substitution reaction. So therefore no reaction. Next, alkyl aryl ethers. Phenol is one of the product. Whenever we are taking alkyl aryl ethers, phenol is one of the product. Now based on the tricks and tips, we have to solve these questions. Now given ether is ethyl methyl ether, unsymmetrical ether. Now see, now this is smaller group, this is the bigger group. Now what is the trick number 1? Halogen is always goes with smaller alkyl group. Whenever ethers are reacting with HI, carbon oxygen bond is broken. Here this is the small group, this is the bigger group. So therefore halogen is goes with the smaller alkyl group. Then we are going to get that what? CH3I plus CH3 CH2OH. Whenever it is reacting with 1 mole of HI or 1 equivalence of HI. Now 2 equivalents of HI means what? Now this is smaller alkyl group, this is bigger alkyl group. Halogen is goes with, this is the halogen H plus. Halogen goes with smaller alkyl group, H is goes with what? O. Now what we are going to get? If it is reacting with 1 mole, CH3 CH2OH. But here they given what? 2 equivalents. So therefore again this alcohol is reacting with what? 1 more time HI. Then there is elimination of water. Then we are going to get that what? CH3 CH2I. So this is our answer. Because they given 2 equivalents. 2 equivalents means both the products are what? Alkyl iodides. Next one is, see now this is ether, this is methyl group, this is 2 degree carbon. Whenever the ether is attached with 2 degree carbon or 3 degree carbon, it is follows SN1 mechanism. Okay. Now it is follows with 1 degree means it is gives an SN2 mechanism. 2 degree, 3 degree means here steric hindrance is more. So therefore it won't undergo SN2 mechanism, it will follows SN1 mechanism. SN1 mechanism is formation of carbocation. Now this side the bond is broken means here we are going to get 2 degree carbocation. Now H is goes with what? O. Iodide is goes with what? Bigger alkyl group. Now SN1 mechanism is 2 degree carbocation is more stable. So therefore this bond is broken, not this bond. So then we are going to get that what? Methyl alcohol. Now CH3 CH2 CH3, we are going to get that what? Iodide. Because 2 degree carbocation is more stable. Next here ether is connected with the 3 degree carbon. See now this carbon connected with the 3 other carbons. So therefore it is a 3 degree carbon. So then it is follows SN1 mechanism. SN1 mechanism is formation of carbocation, 3 degree carbocation. Now halogen is always goes with what? Bigger alkyl group. If it is following SN1 mechanism is halogen goes with the bigger alkyl group, H is goes with smaller alkyl group, and the bond is broken between oxygen and bigger alkyl group. If it is following an SN1 mechanism. Now it is reacting with 1 mole of HI, we are going to get methyl alcohol and tertiary butyl iodide is going to be what? Formed. Here they given 2 moles of HI. Again these alcohols are reacting with 1 more HI, elimination of water, then we are going to get a methyl iodide. If it is given excess means both the products should be in iodide form. Okay, now this is oxygen connected with 3 degree, oxygen is connected with one of the carbon is 2 degree or 3 degree, it is follows an SN1 mechanism. This is alkyl ethers. Now when we are taking another model, now this is called as a what? benzyl. Benzene attached carbon is called as what? So now this is a benzene attached carbon, or phenyl attached carbon is sp3 carbon, means it is a benzyl carbon. Benzyl alkyl ethers. Benzyl alkyl ethers means always the bond is broken between benzyl carbocation, benzyl carbon and oxygen. Then you add Hi, H plus I minus. Now what we are going to get? pH CH2I plus EtOH, ethyl alcohol. ET means ethyl group, CH2 CH3. ET means ethyl group, CH2 CH3. Okay, no? This is one of the carbon is benzyl carbon, means always benzyl carbocation is more stable. Next here also see now this question. Now this is benzyl carbon. Benzyl, this is alkyl carbon. So benzyl methyl ether. Now reacting with 1 mole of HI. Whenever benzyl is there means always you break the bond between benzyl carbon and oxygen. Now here positive charge, benzyl carbocation is more stable, no, because of resonance. This carbocation is in the resonance, so therefore it is more stable. Now this oxygen minus. Now H plus I minus. Then you can add CH2 I plus CH3OH. Here they given only one equivalent, so therefore one of the product is iodide, another product is alcohol. 1 mole of HI means, one equivalence of HI means one is iodide, one is alcohol. 2 equivalents of HI or excess of HI is given means both the products are in iodide form. Next, this is asked in NEET 2017 and 2020. This question they asked. Now this is called as a what? Alkyl aryl ethers. Alkyl aryl ethers. Alkyl aryl ether. Now they given one equivalence of HI. One equivalence of HI. Now here the bond, whenever alkyl aryl ethers is given means always the bond is broken between alkyl group and oxygen group. Whenever the compound is containing benzyl alkyl means benzyl carbon oxygen bond broken. Whenever alkyl aryl ethers is given means alkyl oxygen bond you should break. Then what we are going to get? We are going to get that what? Here oxygen minus this carbon plus, no. So now here I minus, here H. HI we are adding, no. Then we are going to get phenol plus methyl iodide. Now for suppose the same compound is reacting with excess amount of HI. Excess amount of HI or HBr, anyone. They given means the answer is same only. And because phenol further it won't react with what? HI. Phenol does not react with what? HI. It does not undergo an SN2 mechanism because the OH group is attached with what? Benzene ring directly. The carbon oxygen bond. The carbon oxygen bond in the phenol is very strong bond. And one more thing is it is having partial double bond. So therefore this bond is very strong bond. So cannot be broken. Then the substitution cannot be what happen. Cannot broken means cannot substituted. So this is won't be formed. So therefore reacting with 1 mole of HI, reacting with the excess amount of HI, the answer is this only because phenol is not reacting with HI. Next, model number 3. Whenever cyclic ethers is given, now this is called as what? Tetrahydrofuran. Now this is called as tetrahydrofuran. Cyclic ethers. Whenever cyclic ether is given, you do the same mechanism. Now this oxygen is containing that what? A lone pair. This oxygen is giving the electrons to H plus. Protonated ethers. First step is protonated ethers. Now oxygen is donating the electrons to H plus, so therefore we are going to get that what? And protonated ether. Next, this is the step number 1, protonation of ethers. Second step, attacking of nucleophile. See now this nucleophile attacking this carbon from this side, then this bond will shift to this side. Then we are going to get OH and we are going to get iodine. So this is our answer. Nucleophile attacking either this carbon or this carbon, because both carbons are same. Whenever nucleophile is attacking this carbon from the back side, this bond will shift to this side. This follows SN2 mechanism. Then we are going to get this product. But here the given HI is what? Excess they given. They given excess. Excess is given means what will be happen? Again this alcohol reacting with one more HI, no? Now alcohols are reacting with one more HI means elimination of water. Then what we are going to get? We are going to get the product is in the form of iodides. The product is in the form of iodide, because here they given excess of HI. Here I am telling with HI. In exam they may give HBr also. Okay, na? Process is the same. Next, HI given in what? Excess amount. See now this is also cyclic ethers. See now one of this carbon, oxygen connected carbon is what? 3 degree carbon. This carbon connected to this carbon, this carbon, this carbon. So therefore it is a 3 degree carbon. 3 degree carbon means SN1 mechanism. Okay. Now it is follows SN1 mechanism, because oxygen connected with a 3 degree carbon. Oxygen connected with a 3 degree carbon, oxygen connected with benzyl carbon. Okay, now they always allyl carbon, oxygen connected with allyl carbon, they always follows SN1 mechanism. Already given tip. Now what will be happen? First to protonation. First we are going to get that what? And protonated ether. Oxygen is giving the electrons to hydrogen, so therefore positive charge. Now these alkyl groups as it is we written. Now it is follows SN1 mechanism, no? Formation of carbocation. Now this bond is broken. Now we are going to get that what? And 3 degree carbocation. Oxygen is next here, carbocation is formed. Now which degree carbocation? 3 degree carbocation. Next step is what? Attacking of a nucleophile. SN1 mechanism means first formation of carbocation. Next attacking of nucleophile. Then we are going to get OH. This product is going to be what? Formed. Here also they given excess HI. Excess HI means again this alcohol is reacting with HI. Then what we are going to get? Both products are iodide form. If excess amount of HI is given means both are in iodide form. Okay, na? This is. Next, these questions are asked in JEE mains. Next, see now, this oxygen, this is a benzyl carbon. Now oxygen is connected with benzyl carbon means always benzyl carbocation is formed. Now you add plus or minus. Next oxygen is, this is CH3 and alkyl aryl ethers. Always the bond is broken between alkyl group and oxygen group. Now here you can write what? I. Here you can write minus. This is plus, no sorry, I. Now here you can write OH. Now this is plus, this is minus. Now here I. Now here you write H. Then finally what is our answer? Now benzyl iodide, phenol plus, now what they given here? CH3OH. This is CH3 group, no? Now CH3OH plus CH3I. CH3I. Okay, na? Next case, alkyl aryl ethers. Always you break the bond between alkyl and alkyl group and oxygen. Now here they given HBr. HBr means what? This is plus minus. HBr means H plus Br minus. Okay. Then we are going to get that what? Phenol HBr. HBr no? H plus Br. Now we are going to get Br. Next, what about here? They given excess. Excess means it is. Now this bond is shifting this side, means this carbon will get negative, this carbon will get positive. So now benzene connected carbon is benzyl carbon. Now this is benzyl carbocation. Benzyl carbocation is more stable. So therefore always the electrons will shift towards this side, not this side. Okay. Now add, now here H, now add Br here. Then what we are going to get? CH, Br, CH3. We are going to get this product. Okay. Next one is alkyl aryl ethers. So therefore always bond broken between alkyl group, oxygen group. Now this is here what? I, here H. Sorry, here bromine is given, no? So you write Br. That part is over. Next this part, double bond is given. Now whenever these electrons are shifting this side, this is minus, this is plus. Now this is benzyl carbocation. Benzyl carbocation is more stable, no? So therefore I shifted this side electrons. If electrons are shifted this side, we'll get benzyl carbocation. Now benzyl carbocation is more stable. So now you add plus or minus. So finally what are the products we are going to get? Here OH, OH. Now this side, here Br minus, here H we are adding. Now CH, Br. Now one bond is there, no? CH2, CH3. Plus here CH3Br is there, no? Now we are going to get CH3Br. This is the product. Next, this is also asked in 19th question, 19th, JEE 19. Now alkyl aryl ether. Now break this bond. Always alkyl aryl ether means you break bond between alkyl group and oxygen group. Now here they given Hi. So now iodine is here, H is here, because oxygen minus, no? Oxygen minus, carbon plus. So positive, negative you should add, minus, this is plus. Next, so now this is alkyl ether. Next here, this oxygen is connected with what? And 2 degree carbon. This is methyl groups. This is 2 degree carbon. So therefore here it is follows SN1 mechanism. SN1 mechanism is formation of carbocation. So now this bond is broken. SN1 mechanism is iodine is goes with what? Iodine is goes with SN1 mechanism is iodine goes with bigger alkyl group. Now hydrogen goes with this oxygen. Then finally what is our answer is here OH, OH, CH3I, CH3I. Next here this En does not affect, as it is we written. Next here this hydrogen coming here, no? So OH plus what is the product here? CH3, 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 CH3 high is going to be what formed. So now once again we are revising. Whenever ethers are reacting with Hi or HBr, carbon oxygen bond cleavage, they may follow either SN1 mechanism or SN2 mechanism. When they will follow SN1 mechanism means one of the alkyl group is 3 degree or 2 degree allylic, benzylic means it is follows SN1 mechanism. Otherwise it will follows SN2 mechanism. Once phenol is won't react with what? Hi. Next, alkyl aryl ethers means always the bond is broken between alkyl group and oxygen group. So therefore phenol is a one of the product. Once phenol is formed, they won't react with either HI or HBr. Okay. Next, it is reacting with 2 moles of HI means both the products are in what? Iodide form. It is reacting with 1 equivalent HI means one of the product is alcohol, another product is iodide. Halogen, if it is SN2 mechanism means halogen is goes with a smaller alkyl group. Thank you.